Previously on T-Man 978.
Ocular Max Remix RMX-19 Ultio Senator. Basically, this is supposed to be Rat-Bat before he became
T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. In this video, we're going to take a look at the GIJOE Classified Series Cobra B.A.T, which is the Iron Grenadier version, and we are going to look at the Valaverse Action Force Crimson Shadow Praetorian. This is the basic version and not the elite version that I reviewed before. And of course I reviewed 3 versions of this guy, so I'm not sure on how in depth I'm going to get as far as articulation, but I'm going to get into it. As you can see right here up front, for $5 extra, this retails for $29.99. We get a little bit more, we get a lot more, honestly, accessories. This guy retails for $24.99. It actually has at least one more accessory than normal, which you would get with the B.A.T, but yeah, nowhere near as many as that, of course. Now my goal is to show off everything as far as them and their accessories and whatnot. I'm unfortunately not going to have the packaging because I didn't bring that. And it's difficult to find an image of this guy in the box that's not an eBay listing, and I don't want to use somebody else's image. Let's get the B.A.T's equipment out of the way. It comes with this pistol right here. Nice paint. We get this helmet right here. Same helmet that typically comes with the B.A.T, but this time you see it has gold accents right here, and there's still some gray right there in the vents, and a red visor. We get this backpack right here where we can store all the items that it comes with that can store. He now has one more accessory, so he can't hold all of his accessories at once anymore. We get this claw hand again. It doesn't actually function. It's just molded one piece. The peg doesn't articulate. You get the flamethrower, and I'm mentioning that it doesn't articulate. It doesn't need to be honest. But all of these weapons have like effects ports, and we get this like laser blaster right here, and we get this chainsaw once again that came with the Arctic B.A.T. Nice paint on all of them. That's the best thing about these. The other ones I think had all plastic weapons, if I'm not mistaken. These are fully painted and they look nice. We also get the chest plates again, but this time transparent like everybody wanted. And we even get a damaged version. Over here with the Praetorian, we get this pistol right here, which is a slightly a bit more realistic looking. We'll get this rifle right here. I'm guessing it's an SMG with maybe like some grenade launcher effect right there. We get this rifle right here with the removable cartridge. We get 3 more of these cartridges that already came pre-applied in his leg. I took them out for the whole display, but you don't have to take them out. But I did it for the display purposes. We get these 2 shields, energy shields right here of varying sizes. They have little ports all in it. This is what the bottom looks like. And you can go ahead and peg any one of these ricochet effects right there. So when he's getting shot by bullets, he just deflects it. We get this energy blade weapon right here. This doesn't remove, so you can have it like retracted. It's just out at all times. It would have been cool if you were capable of moving this out so that it can look like he's making that expand out like a lightsaber. Naturally, we also get the plethora of hands. These are the most sculpted because you need to see the inside, but these are the gun cupping hands. You get a knife holding hand right here, or like control dials or something like that. Maybe a minigun holding hand, and you get fist. He also, of course, both of them have the trigger hands already attached to their body. We can see here that the This one actually has more detail on there. So it's like a trade-off with some of this stuff. His accessories didn't have as much detail as this one, but definitely the hands have a lot more detail going on. Lastly, we get this display base right here, which is red translucent plastic painted gunmetal all over, and you can put your file card right there from the packaging. Here's the Iron Grenadier Battle Android Trooper's head sculpt right here that he's wearing in the package. This head sculpt, I guess, gives him extra optical sensors and whatnot, and this was his head for his sniper usage and whatnot. But back here we see, this looks like that's painted. I'm not sure, but it's definitely a glossy plastic. If it's not painted, that's painted. This thing just here is his Iron Grenadier logo. And we have, it's just a lot of paint, a lot more paint to me than on some of the other ones that came out. And it looks very beautiful. Like, if I'd have known this was coming out, I might have skipped on some of the first ones. But it's cool to have a bunch of these things, which I do. The head pops off easy enough, and we can grab the other head and I just grab the same head. We can grab the other head and put this on right there, and that still looks cool. I love the way this one looks. Now let's look at the Praetorian. Like I said in my previous review, some of the effects or some of the sculpting makes me think Xenomorph, and he also has, or it also has, a lot of optical sensors, so sneaking up on this thing should be difficult. But we have paint throughout, like you get the Crimson Shadow logo right there, you get paint right here, the gunmetal on the sides and back, some gunmetal up in there, it looks like, or is that just black? If it's not just black, if it's not, it looks painted. If it's not, you get that paint, and all the hands had like the silver or gunmetal fingers. You get the gunmetal right here. So this has to be painted. I don't know if that's probably just plastic, but they had to painted something right there. Maybe the whole leg is painted, I'm not sure. And you get the gunmetal joints. And this is a different piece attached to the leg. And we get the gunmetal ankles with the gunmetal paint down there on the side of the feet. Like, looking at this feet, these remind me of actual robots they have in reality. So this definitely went for a real world look while making it look futuristic at the same time. Because like I said, this definitely looks like something I've actually seen on a robot that some company created. So they both look awesome to me. Here's the Bat, fully kitted out with his accessories. Now normally there's only 2 ports right here. I have this flamethrower jammed in there just to show that you could do that, but you would end up with 3 accessories over, because there's just no way he can just hold all this at once. This is actually porting into here a lot tighter than the Arctic Bat. It's definitely in there like it should be. The Arctic Bat, I believe that would just that would fall out very easily. So they corrected that. Right here we see that the Praetorian can hold pretty much all of his accessories on his body at once. I have the blade, both guns in the hands, even though that would probably seem silly, and the shields with the effects. Only thing left over is the hands, and he's on the stand right here, as you can see. And I'm not doing this as a knock against the Hasbro thing, but I'm just showing things because people are interested. I honestly prefer as many options as possible. Different looks. I showed him, here he is with this head and that glass right here, which just plugs in. It's kind of difficult to get off. You can take that off and plug in the damaged chest, which honestly, depending on you have to really look to see that it's damaged, unlike the regular solid color plastic chest. Of course, you should be able to use these with the previous B.A.Ts if you want to. But let's get into the articulation. The head is on a dumbbell at the top, and a ball at the base. I'm going to just move both of these at the same time. It can only look up about that much. It can go down a lot, tremendously. Side tilts and rotates and all that type of junk. There is seems like a lot of space in the front. And with this head on, you can look up that much, which is good enough. Look down, it's all the same things. Like, since you can't see the eyes, I can forgive him. Like being able to look up even that much is good because you can't see where the eyes are anyway. But the arms go out to the side that much. You get butterfly joint, can crunch in that much in front of the chest, rotate, double joint it right there, it goes all the way up. The hands are on a horizontal hinge, and of course they rotate. You get your typical ab crunch with a ball at the base, and you get a soft diaper piece right here, so that helps with it being able to actually utilize that. Drop down hips, can kick back due to the soft diaper piece, can kick forward over 90, kick all the way out to the side, swivel. Knee joint is crazy tight. Swivel right here, foot kicks all the way back, foot kicks forward, ankle pivot. That's what the bottom of the foot looks like. And it appears to be painted, so that's cool. The Praetorian actually has a ball. I guess that's a ball at the base. I still can't tell. But it does tilt side to side and comes back and forth like that. But it actually has a hinge at the top of the neck. Yeah, like depending on how you're articulating or how much force, you could pop that head off. But that's how high I can get it. Oh, wait. Let me do that again. That's how high I can get it. It's about the same range, to be honest. And you can look down. Of course, rotate and whatnot. The arms, this is a softer, pliable material, but nowhere near like the Elite Praetorian. So the arms, I have not made his arm pop off. It can go up, it may be able to go up further, but I don't want to risk that. It can come forward a lot and go back a lot. Let's see, it can crunch in about that much. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbow. These wrists are on the vertical hinge. The holding hands are on a vertical hinge, and the cupping hands and fists are on a horizontal hinge. You get double ball post, so you get a lot that way, go back, come forward, of course rotate at both areas, get drop down hips. This is not a soft diaper piece, but he can kick that far back, and he can kick up about that much. And it would be able to probably go out 90 degrees, but you get something blocking in the way that's like definitely in the way, not pliable at all. Thigh rotation, and this does bump against the body. You get the double jointed knee. You get an ankle rotation, which I appreciate. If they can't get boot swivel, ankle. Feet kick all the way back, and they can kick forward. And I was capable of getting this over the sculpting, but yeah, if you try, you can get it forward more. So they both have good articulation. These are both really tall figures, around about 6.5 inches. The Praetorian seems to be a hair, like literally like a hair taller, but it depends on how you have the hips shifted, so they basically are right around the same height, to be honest. But in closing, I know I'm like comparing them together, like I think one is better than the other, but I love both of these. I've already liked the B.A.T. The B.A.T. has always been one of my favorite molds, and I like the ability, and I didn't show this off so much. You can take his hands off and give him different weapons. I'm pretty sure everybody has seen reviews on the other B.A.Ts, but yeah. Only thing that sucks is you don't have like effects. Like if they had a flame effect, maybe if they made a deluxe set, they had a flame effect for this. They had like a little laser effect for that, and maybe even another effect for this gun. That would have been cool. But what you get is freaking awesome, and the variability, like the fact that you can change his head, you could take this off, you can change it to the other chest. There's so many options as far as troop building. Now, by today's standards with sci-fi, something like the robot having to take off pieces to put on new pieces, that is very retro. Like this, I would imagine, even though they don't allow you to do that or act that out, I would imagine this blade shoots out of there, so he doesn't have a need to like change body parts. And plus they went with a different, he's just a basic death robot that's humanoid. They didn't want to give him like the more toyetic gimmicks that they gave this guy, which are based on the 80s toy. But this guy looks awesome and deadly, crazy articulated. I love the effect. Now what they did do that was toyetic is like this shield, having him be able to use that to deflect bullets and whatnot is awesome. But if I have any complaints with this one, this goes into the arm better than the green one or the elite one, but it still doesn't stay in there as solidly as I would like. I think there should have been some ridges on there so it can like kind of click into place once you get that in there. That's something for them to think about. But, and also I do wish, like I said in the previous review, that this was on a gauntlet that swiveled so that you could have both shields here at the same time and fit more comfortably. That would have been good. Any nitpicks with this one? I do wish it could look up a little bit more, but like I said, what it has is great. So any problems that I have with either one of these are definitely nitpicks. They are both freaking awesome and worth it. You could check out my Action Force chill review playlist or my GIJOE classified chill review playlist to see any more details. Like I really go into depth on my original review for this and my original review for the Elite Praetorian. So click on the playlist to hear any other thoughts I might have or see any other comparisons. Anyhow, thank you, Junkie on Crafts and Builds. He was able to pick this up from, I forget the name of the convention, but yeah. And I got this off of Amazon. I have a link in the description. Thank you for watching. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here.
Figure action.
Join the Syndicate Toy Hunters Facebook group. Link in the description.
Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos. Click those videos, baby. Click the videos. You really should click those videos. Click the